Okay, dear students, is it audible? Hello, good morning, students. Okay, good morning, students. Today's class is on 01 knapsack problem using LC branch and bound solution. By using LC branch and bound, we are solving the 01 0 or 1 knapsack problem. Okay. So 01 knapsack problem is solved by using the LC branch and bound solution. This is in our 6th unit. So in the 6th unit, our syllabus is the branch and bound method, the least cost search, the 15 puzzle problem as an example, control abstraction for least cost search, bounding, FIFO branch and bound, LC branch and bound. After this, the syllabus is covered. Now, next topic in today's class, that is the topic in today's class is 0 or 1 knapsack problem and LC branch and bound solution. Okay, we have introduction on branch and bound. Okay, introduction on branch and bound. Branching function and a bounding function. Okay, these are all topics in today's class we will discuss. I will explain. Okay, 01 knapsack problem definition. 01 knapsack problem example. 01 knapsack problem solved using LC branch and bound solution with the help of the state space search representation. So in branch and bound solution, we are using the state space search. So okay, what is branch and bound? Branch and bound is an algorithm design technique, algorithmic design technique for discrete and combinatorial optimization problems, as well as the mathematical optimization. So a branch and bound algorithm, a branch and bound algorithm consists of a systematic enumeration of candidate solutions by means of state space search, by using the state space search tree method. The set of candidates solutions is thought of as forming a rooted tree with the full set at the root. The algorithm explores branches of this tree. See, we are taking the state space tree, that is a rooted tree with the full set of the at the root. The algorithm explores branches of this tree, so which represent the subsets, which represent the subsets of the solution set. Before enumerating the candidate solutions of a branch, the branch is checked against upper and lower estimated bounds on the optimal solution. So we are checking the upper and lower estimated bounds, where the value is within the upper and above the lower or not. So and is discarded if it cannot produce a better solution than the best one found so far by the algorithm. సో బెస్ట్ వన్ ఎప్పటివరకు కనుక్కున్నా బెస్ట్ వన్ కంటే కూడా బెటర్ కాకపోతే సో ఆ సొల్యూషన్ మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాము, డిస్కార్డ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, వీ హ్యావ్ ద బ్రాంచింగ్ ఫంక్షన్ అండ్ బౌండింగ్ ఫంక్షన్. సో బ్రాంచింగ్ ఫంక్షన్ విచ్ కెన్ బి ఏ డెప్త్ ఫస్ట్ సెర్చ్, breadth first search are based on bounding functions. So Second point is it has a bonding function which goes far beyond the feasibility test as a mean to prune efficiently the search tree. So far beyond the feasibility test, that then in such a case we need to prune it, cut it, that particular subtree. Okay, branch and bound refers to all state space search methods in which all children of the E node are generated before any other live node becomes the E node. All children of the E node are generated. E node are generated before any other live node becomes the E node. Now the difference is when it comes to branch and bound, we have the two important categories. One is LIFO branch and bound, another one is FIFO branch and bound, another one is LC branch and bound. We will see what are these things. So branch and bound discovers branches within the complete search space by using the estimated bounds to limit the number of possible possible to limit the number of possible. Okay, number of possible solutions. The different types FIFO, LIFO, and LC. FIFO means first in first out. LIFO means last in first out. LC means least count, lower one, least cost. Okay, define different strategies to export the search space and generate branches. Suppose FIFO, first in first out. Always the oldest node in the queue is used to extend the branch. This leads to a breadth first search, just like BFS, where all nodes at depth D are visited first before any nodes at depth D plus 1 are visited. So before visiting the deep depth D plus 1, then visit, it will first consider the D nodes. Okay, where all nodes at depth D are visited first before any nodes at the depth D plus 1 are visited. Now LIFO. LIFO, last in first out. LIFO is a last in first out. Always the youngest node in the queue is used to extend the branch. This leads to a depth first search where the branch is extended through first child, every first child discovered at a certain depth until a leaf node is reached. So LC means least cost or lowest cost. The branch is extended by the node which adds the lowest additional cost according to a given cost function. Given cost function, the strategy of traversing the search space is therefore defined by the cost function. Cost function. Okay. So always it considers the lowest cost node. Okay. From that, it will extend. See, now we will discuss our main topic, that is knapsack problem using least cost branch and bound solution. So in the knapsack problem, given the following, that is the knapsack, a kind of shoulder bag with limited weight capacity. Few items, each having some weight and value. So, what is a knapsack? What is a knapsack? Knapsack is a shoulder bag. It is a bag, just like in your school bag or some other shoulder bag. The military persons, they are using the bag to place the items to, and they will go for fighting. Okay, at the place, at the venue. So for this, the shoulder bag consists of, we can place in the shoulder bag the items or the objects. Each object is having the weight and value, profit or value. If you place that particular object, it will give some amount of profit. Like this, we are placing the objects such that it should give the maximum profit and minimum risk, that is maximum profit, and also it should be the total weight of all the objects which are placed in the bag, which are placed in the knapsack bag, should be within the capacity of the bag. It should not exceed the capacity. Okay, so few items, each having some weight and value. Each item is having the weight and value. So states, the problem states which items should be placed into the knapsack bag. Knapsack is a shoulder bag. What are the items you can place such that the value or profit obtained by putting the items, putting the items into the knapsack, into the knapsack is maximum, and the weight limit of the knapsack does not exceed. వెయిట్ లిమిట్ ఎక్సీడ్ అవ్వకూడదు, అలాగే మ్యాక్సిమం నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఐటమ్స్ మనం ప్లేస్ చేయాలి. అంటే మీకు ఒక బ్యాగ్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఆ బ్యాగ్లో కొన్ని ఐటమ్స్ ప్లేస్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఐటమ్స్ని, ఈచ్ ఐటమ్కి కూడా వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది, అలాగే వెయిట్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ వెయిట్ మనం ఐటమ్స్ కొన్నిటిని ప్లేస్ చేసినప్పుడు వాటి యొక్క టోటల్ వెయిట్ మన బ్యాగ్ యొక్క వెయిట్ కన్నా ఎక్సీడ్ అవ్వకూడదు. అలాగే మ్యాక్సిమం ప్రాఫిట్ రావాలి. మన ఐటమ్స్ ప్లేస్ చేస్తాం, ఏ సేల్స్ పర్సన్ ఉన్నాడు, ఆ బ్యాగ్లో ఐటమ్స్ ప్లేస్ చేసి అమ్ముకోవడానికి సెంటర్కి వెళ్తాడు, ఏదైనా మంచి సెంటర్కి. సో అంటే మంచి వాల్యూ ఉన్న ఐటమ్స్ని ప్లేస్ చేసుకుని ఈజీగా అమ్ముకుంటే అతనికి ఎక్కువ ప్రాఫిట్ వస్తుంది. So the value or profit obtained by putting the items into the knapsack is maximum. So this is the knapsack problem. We have different items or objects and a shoulder bag. The capacity of the bag is only 15 kg. So we are representing the capacity of the bag as M, small m. So that is 15 kg. So you can place these items into the bag such that you should gain the maximum profit. So that, check here, each one item is with 12 kg, another item 1 kg, another item 4 kgs, another item 1 kg, another item is 2 kg. If we add all these weights, 12 to 14, 14 to 6, 16, 16 plus 4, 20. Total 20 kg. All the items together, the sum, you can't place all the items in the same bag, in our knapsack. So we need to consider the items which can be placed in the bag such that it should not exceed the bag weight capacity, and also it should give the maximum profit when you sell those items. Now see the knapsack problem variants. Knapsack problem has the following two variants: fractional knapsack problem, and the one is 0 1 knapsack problem. 0 1 knapsack problem and a fractional knapsack problem. Already discussed the fractional knapsack problem in the previous classes. Now we will discuss the 0 or 1 knapsack problem using branch and bone. In 0 or 1 knapsack problem, name suggests the items are indivisible here. Items are indivisible. That means if you want, you can place the entire item. Otherwise, you need not take that particular item. So what I can say is I must take complete object or don't take object at all. అంటే మీరు ఆ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మొత్తం తీసుకోండి, లేదా ఆబ్జెక్ట్ని మొత్తం తీసుకోకండి, లేకపోతే తీసుకోకుండా వదిలేసేయండి, నష్టమే లేదు. అంతేకాని సగం కట్ చేసేసి సగం తీసుకోవడం సగం ఉంచడం అలా చేయకూడదు. ఇక్కడ 0 1 నాప్సాక్ ప్రాబ్లంలో ఇండివిజిబుల్, దట్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్, ఇంపార్టెంట్ కండిషన్. కండిషన్ ఈజ్ indivisible. Items are indivisible. So we cannot take the fraction of any item. We have to either take an item completely or leave it completely. So it is solved using dynamic programming approach. Already in the previous class, the fractional problem that is solved, this 0 1 knapsack problem is solved using the dynamic programming approach. Now we will solve by using the branch and bone. The 0 1 knapsack problem, consider the instance m equal to 15. M equal to 15 means the capacity of the bag is 15, and n equal to 4. That means n equal to 4 means number of objects are 4. Okay, number of objects are 4. Now P1, P2, P3, P4. What are P1, P2, P3, P4? Those are the profits. 10 when you consider the first item, 10 when you consider the second item, okay, 12 is the profit for the third item, 18 is the profit for fourth item. Now consider weights. First one, first part weight is 2 kg, second part weight is 4 kg, third part weight is, third object weight to 6 kgs, and fourth object weight 9 kgs. So what is given? The capacity of the bag and number of objects and profits of each object, profit vector, and the weight vector, weight of the objects. Now 0 1 knapsack problem can be solved by using Branch and bound technique. Branch and bound technique. In this problem, we will calculate lower bound and upper bound for each node. Now place items in knapsack in the bag. You can place the items. Place first item in knapsack, that is remaining weight of knapsack is 15 minus 2. If you place the first item weight is 2 kg. If you place it in the bag, but the bag capacity is 15 kg, now subtract the weight is 13, remaining weight. Now place the next item W2 in knapsack, and the remaining weight of knapsack is 13 minus 4, that is 9. Since 13 is already there, already first one is placed, now we have placed the second item. Now place the next item W3 in the knapsack, then the remaining weight of knapsack is 9 minus 6, that is 3. So no fractions are allowed in calculation of upper bound. In the calculation of upper bound. So W4 cannot be placed in knapsack. Wait for, you can't place. If you place the first three items. So profit is equal to first item profit is 10, second item profit is 10, third item profit is 12. So P1 plus P2 plus P3 is equal to 32. So upper bound is equals to 32. So to calculate the lower bound, we can place W4 in knapsack, since fractions are allowed in the calculation of lower bound. In case of lower bound, we can use the fractions, but in the case of upper bound, we are not using the fractions. So lower bound is equal to 10 plus 10 plus 12 plus 3 times 18 divided by 9. 9 is the, see, 18 is the, see in the table, there is 18. 18 is the profit of the fourth object divided by 9. That is weight of that particular object multiplied by 3. Only 3 kgs remains. So total 38. So knapsack problem is a what type of problem? This one maximization problem. You are trying to get maximum profit. That is why it is called maximization problem. But the branch and bound technique is applicable for only minimization problems. Branch and bound for minimization problems. So see here we have the branch and bound technique. We have the knapsack problem. Knapsack problem is a maximization problem. Branch and bound technique is a minimization problem. Now we use the branch and bound technique. We want to solve the knapsack problem. So for this, what will you do? In order to convert maximization problem into minimization problem, we need to convert the maximization problem. Maximization problem is knapsack problem into the minimization problem, that is branch and bound. We have to take negative sign for upper bound and lower bound. So when you want to convert the maximization problem into minimization problem, we want to take the negative sign for the upper bound and lower bound. Now therefore the upper bound is equals to minus 32 and lower bound is equals to minus 38. See here we have the upper bound that is under lower bound. We can say 32 and 38 we got. So minus 32 and minus 38. We choose the path which has minimum difference of upper bound and the lower bound. Upper bound and the lower bound, the minimum difference where it will be, we will consider that particular path. If the difference is equal, then we choose the path by comparing upper bounds and we discard the node with the maximum upper bound. Now see here in this diagram, uh, in this diagram, so in this diagram, we have the tree. One is the root node, and two is the child of node 1. See here, we have two cases. Consider the first object and considering the second object. And considering the first object and not considering the first object. Two branches. In the first branch, we consider the first object. In the second branch, we consider the situation that first object is not considered. So that is represented as x1 equal to 1 indicates first object to be included in the solution, and x1 equal to 0 indicates the first object not included in the solution. Now we have the upper bound and lower bound minus 32 and minus 38. Here also we have the upper bound minus 32 and minus 38 for this node. And for this node 3, we have the upper bound and lower bound. We got minus 22 and minus 32. See here how you got these values, since now we will calculate the upper bound and lower bound for the nodes 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Okay, there are two nodes are there. We are calculating the upper bound and lower bound. For node 2, x1 equal to 1 means we should place first item in the knapsack. So x1 equal to 1 indicates first item is placed in the knapsack, that is bag. In the shoulder bag, we are placing the first item. Now, what is the u value? 10 plus 10 plus 12. Since first item, second item, and third item, 32 makes it as minus 32. Since we are taking the negative value. Now, the lower bound is 10 plus 10 plus 12 plus the fraction part also we need to take, that is 18 multiplied by 3 by 9. So that is equal to 32 plus 6, that is equal to 38. Since we have considered the fraction part also in the lower bound. So the value is minus 38. So for node 3, now we need to calculate what is upper bound and lower bound. X1 equal to 0 means we are not including the first item in the knapsack. So u equal to, now take the u value as the upper bound. In calculating the upper bound, we have not considered the first item, so we need to consider second item and third item. The profits are second item profit and third item profit are 10 and 12. So we are taking 10 plus 12, that is equal to 22. Make it as minus 22. Make it as minus 20. Since we are taking the negative value, since we are converting the maximum to minimum. So L lower bound is, since we are not considering the first item, so remaining items are 10, profits are 10, 12. Second item profit is 10, third item profit is 12, and the fourth item you can take the fraction. Since when you consider second item and third item, so remove that particular one, that is second item is 4 and third item is 6. Total 10. The weight is weight of second item and weight of third item, that is 10. 4 plus 6, 10. So we are subtracting out of capacitor bag, that is 15 minus 10, that is 5. So 5 multiplied by 18 by divided by 9, you will get 10. So total 32, make it as minus 32. Now the upper bound in the at the node 3 is minus 22 and lower bound is minus 32. So minus 22 and minus 32. Now we will calculate the difference of upper bound and lower bound for nodes 2 and 3. Take the difference of upper bound and lower bound for nodes 2 and 3, that is minus 32 and minus 38. Difference is 6. Now at node 3, the values are minus 32 and minus 22. Now take the difference of these values, that is 10. So choose node 2, since at node 2 the difference is less than the node 3 difference. That is why we are taking node 2, since it has minimum difference value of 6. Now take this tree and explore 2, 2. Node 2, since we are taking the node 2, since the difference is 0, difference is very less, only 6. Now from node 2, we have the two branches. Considering the second object, one branch, and not considering the second object, that is another branch. So x1, x2 is equal to 1 here, and x2 is equal to 0. 1 indicates including the second one. Here 0 indicates including the second one, and here 0 indicates not including the second one. In the case of 2 to 5. Now calculate the upper bound and lower bound at node 4 and node 5. Okay, calculate the difference of lower and bound and upper bound of nodes 4 and 5. Now for node 4, upper minus upper bound minus lower bound is equal to minus 32 plus 38, that is equal to 6. Okay, for node 5, the upper bound and lower bound difference is 14. So now check the differences. At node 4, the difference is minimum value comparing with the node 5. So choose node 4 since it has minimum difference value of 6. Now we will calculate the lower bound and upper bound of node 8 and 9. Calculate the difference of lower and upper bounds of nodes of 8 and 9. When you can say for node 6 and 7, what is the lower and upper bound difference? That is minus 32 plus 38, 6, and minus 38 plus 38, 0. So choose node 7 since it is minimum difference value of 0. So when you construct the tree like this and calculating the lower bound and upper bound, and when you consider, now we will calculate the lower bound and upper bound of node 4 and 5 and calculate the difference of lower and upper bounds of nodes. For node 8 and node 9, upper bound and lower bound differences 0 and 0. Here the difference is same, so compare upper bounds of nodes 8 and 9. So discard the node which has maximum upper bound, choose node 8 and discard node 9. Since when you consider 8 and 9, it is having the upper bound minus 20, that is more than the upper bound, that is minus 32 or minus 38. So we need not consider node 9. We will kill this path, node 9 path, and we will consider the node 8 path since we are comparing the negative values. So minus 38 or minus 32, all these things when you check. Upper bound value at node 9 is minus 20 greater than minus 38. So we will not consider the node 9 since its upper bound is higher value. We will kill the node 9 and we can consider the node 8. So here the difference is same. So compare upper bounds of nodes 8 and 9. Discard the node which has maximum upper bound. Choose node 8. Discard node 9. Since it has maximum upper bound, consider path from 1 to 4, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. In this figure, we have 1, 2, 3 is not considered, only 4 is considered. That is 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. This path is considered. Okay. Here the difference is same, so compare these upper bounds. Okay, I can. Since it has maximum upper bound, see the tree 1, 2, 4. Just I will show. Hmm. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. This path you can consider. Since it has maximum upper bound. Consider the path from 1 to 4, 7, 8. That is, we are considering in this path, we are considering x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 1, x3 equal to 0, x4 equal to 1. The meaning is the products are the objects 1, 2, and 4 are considered, 3 is not considered. So you can represent this one as 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, 1, 1, 0, 1. That is the solution. So 1, 1, 0, 1. Third item is not considered in that particular path. So the solution for 0, 1 knapsack problem is x1, x2, x3, x4. That is 1, 1, 0, 1. This is the solution for 0, 1 knapsack problem. So maximum profit. What is maximum profit here? That is 38. Profits of each object, excluding the third object. Third object is not considered. So when you take the sum, you will get 38. So the same question asked in the JNTU exams in set 1 in April 2019. So please, you can note down this question. This question is asked in the exams, university exams, in set 1 question paper in the year April 2019. See the question. Draw the portion of state space tree generated by least cost. State space tree generated by least cost branch and bound of knapsack problem for an instance, for an instance, for an instance, n equal to 4 and profits P1, P2, P3, P4 for the four objects is 10, 10, 12, 18, and the weights are um, weight vectors 2, 4, 6, 9, 2 kg, 4 kg, 6 kg, 9 kg. Those are the weights you can take. These are the profits. You can represent in dollars. $10 profit for the first item. $10 profit for the second item. Third $12 profit for the third item. $18 profit for the fourth item. Like this, profits and weights of each object are given. Number of objects n equal to 4. Now m equal to 15. M is 15. That is the capacity of the knapsack is bag is 15 kg. 15 kg. 15 kg exceed అవ్వకూడదు నువ్వు ఐటమ్స్ అన్ని ప్లేస్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఓకే డ్రా ద పోర్షన్ ఆఫ్ ది స్టేట్ స్పేస్ ట్రీ జనరేటెడ్ బై ఎల్సి బ్రాంచ్ అండ్ బౌండ్ ఆఫ్ knapsack problem for the given instance. So this is the state space tree. Please try to understand. This is the state space tree given. I already explained state space tree for the 0, 1 knapsack problem. The question asked is about this one. Okay, just explain. Okay, like this. Zero one knapsack problem just explained with an example state space tree diagram. Now see, we have the practice problem based on zero one knapsack problem. So you can practice this problem for the given set of items on knapsack capacity 5 kg. Find the optimal solution for the zero one knapsack problem making use of dynamic programming approach. Okay, items are given, weights are given, value is given. So these are the practice problems. Okay, thank you, dear students. The class is completed. If anyone is having any doubt, please send the message in the chat box. That's all. Thank you to all the students. Okay, any doubts? Send the message in the message box, in the chat box. Okay.